And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Wagner with it. Mobley outside. The three from Mitchell. Gets the three ball to go.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
Here's Frazier. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Richard, no doubt about the upside of Evan Mobley. What's his best position, you think, though?
Defensively, he can guard 1 through 5. He is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every single year. But offensively, unless he improves his three-point shot, he is most likely going to be more of a 5. If he wants to play the 4, he's got to be able to stretch it from 3.
From about 16, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute, and he let me in on their strategy for Devin Booker. He said no easy shots for Booker tonight. We only want him taking off-balance tough looks. At least that's our hope. Sounds like they'll be throwing everything they can at Booker defensively, BA.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Mobley outside. Pass to Garland. There's a screen, fires the three, sends it home from three-point land.
And this is how you can tell Garland's been in the lab. This shot, he just shoots with confidence.
Curry passes to Booker. Here's Frazier. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Wagner against Durant. Outside Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
If you're talking strictly from shooting range, Booker is right at the top of that group.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Jerome comes in for Wagner. And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. Number 5, the Warriors.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Cleveland again missing. Golden State has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Durant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Jerome, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Connects from downtown.
And Durant focuses on taking high percentage threes, which is why he's so efficient from there.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Allen a screen. Hunter finds Allen. Garland for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Here's Booker. Again, the Warriors score.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Back Back to Allen. Stolen by Wembanyama. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Durant. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Durant's got 5 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Warriors foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson. Max Strus. Franz Wagner.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Hunter. Here's Jerome. No good on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Warriors on top, leading by 7. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
DeAndre Hunter is out there with Max Strus. Then it's Ty Jerome. Then there's Dean Wade. And it's Wagner in a shooting guard. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
Knocks down the triple. Hunter's got his first 3 points of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Cavaliers trail by 6. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Jerome. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Booker surveying the D. Devin Booker for 3.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Let's give it up for your Cavs powerhouse dance team.
For the Cavaliers, Evan Mobley comes in for Wade, and Darius Garland subbed in for Strus. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
Don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Just 5 on the clock. Hunter the screen. Jerome, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The 3, Durant. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021, and his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Ryan, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Pass to Garland. Kicks it out to Wagner. And another miss by Cleveland. The Warriors lead by 10. Outside Booker. Here's Durant. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavs have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Wagner. Drops in the layup for 2.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Here's Curry. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Curry's gotten his first points in this one.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And here's Mobley. Lets it fly. Hunter can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Durant's shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Garland. Fires from deep. The Warriors pull it in. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Wagner, the pass to Garland. Beyond the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game. His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 14. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
It was surprising they lost both games to this team last year. You would have thought the opposite.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss things.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker.
For your Cavaliers, Dean Wade, Max Strus, Donovan Mitchell.
Off the inbound pass. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be back in a moment.
Fans, please direct your attention to the second quarter. And get ready.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine going to show you real power when that camera turns off.
And moving on, guys, it's early in the season, but always a good time to check out the power rankings.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they're in that #1 spot for a reason.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. We've got Wembanyama. Kevin Durant is out there with Devin Booker. And it's Frazier in at the 1. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Durant. Over Wagner. Offensive board. Here's Booker. Buried from 15 feet out. Booker's got 10.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Poke loose. Curry with it. Wagner picks him up. The Warriors lead by 16. Outside Booker. Pass to Durant. From the arc. Donovan Mitchell with a board.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
From downtown, Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7 foot 4 inches, skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. The 4th spot held by the Warriors.
And what really stands out to me about this team is how they share the rock. They don't want good shots, they want great shots. And collectively as a team, that's what they seek out.
Wagner outside. Mitchell against Booker. A shot from the high post. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Mitchell's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their 3rd quarter drought.
The kick to Durant. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Allen outside. Down low. And Garland with the basket on the assist from Allen. Garland's got 5.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Pass to Wembanyama. And here's Durant. Here's the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Mobley outside. Now here's Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Allen with a screen on Booker. From deep, Mitchell knocks it down from distance. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Here's Booker. And here's Curry for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Wagner outside. Allen a screen. 4-3. And Cleveland another 3.
Yeah, and when Wagner is hitting from deep, the floor opens up for everyone else. Nice triple.
Booker, pass to Wembanyama. Here's Durant, defended by Wagner. For 3, Booker. The kick out, Curry. Gets the 3 to fall. Curry's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Such a great passer at his position. Dimes like this are why KD is a winner.
Wagner on the wing, guarded by Durant. Mobley, a screen on Durant. Here's Wagner. Misses the layup. The Warriors lead by 17. Here's Frazier. The 3 from Wembanyama. Sinks it from distance. Wembanyama's got 10 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Pass to Mitchell. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Frazier.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Booker, the pass to Wembanyama. Fades. Again, Golden State.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
Fires from way outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Max Strus is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Ty Jerome, then it's Darius Garland, and it's Mobley in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Mobley finds Garland. Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
Booker for 3. Mobley grabs the board.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Here's Strus. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 8th rebound here tonight. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. The fadeaway. Booker, the pass to Wembanyama, and yep, it's good.
Coming out of the half, making a commitment to the offensive boards has proven successful.
And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Now here's Garland, guarded closely. Richard, over the past few decades, we've seen bench reactions get bigger in the NBA. How much fun is that?
It's so much fun, but I think it also coincides with the league getting younger and younger and younger. So you have these young kids in there that are just there to have some fun and compete. Okay, Book, we see the bounce.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Here's Garland. For 3, Booker. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Garland, the pass to Hunter. Back to Garland to stop the run. Hits the trifecta.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the three-point answer.
Outside Booker for 3. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
3 points.
Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Garland, the pass to Jerome. Mobley outside, back to Hunter. Lets it go from deep. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
Outside Curry, pass to Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Over Hunter. Durant, no good. Cleveland has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Jerome. Allen, the pass to Jerome. The kick to Hunter. This one for 3. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Durant's got 9 rebounds now. And here's Curry for 3. Second chance shot. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. The Cavaliers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kevin Durant.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
Clock at 6. Here's Garland. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. So it's the Warriors now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Garland. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
For 3, Durant. Outside for Wembanyama. Tries again. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one.
Man on deck, crazy man team.
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Durant is out there with Curry. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Frazier in at the point. Now here's Frazier. And here's Booker from the arc. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Curry against Williams. On the wing, Wallace. Holmgren with a screen on Booker. Wallace misses. And it's Frazier with the ball for the Warriors. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
On the wing, Booker, outside Curry. Frazier outside. And here's Booker from the arc. Good, great play set up by Frazier.
And you got to appreciate how competitive this kid is. Just coming right back at you with a triple of his own.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Golden State. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Now here's Curry. Booker draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Williams. Back to Holmgren. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Wallace. Now here's Frazier. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Warriors, 4th.
Yeah, they were a fantastic passing team last year. It's part of the culture they're building. So many of their easy shots came at the end of a great assist.
Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. With the fadeaway. The Thunder with another miss. And so Booker will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. The shot. Open jump shot off the mark.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it. And
they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Frazier scanning the floor. The 3 from KD. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Frazier's got 3 assists tonight. Outside, Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Down low. Stolen by Durant. And it's the Warriors on the break. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Daigneault and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, I asked Coach about what he has in store to try and slow down Devin Booker. They laughed and told me they've lost sleep over how to defend him. They mentioned how, with and without the ball, Devin can hurt you. So Booker will have their total focus on defense. And Devin will have our total focus as well. Devin?
Thank you, David.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Dort. First trip to the line for him here.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
And the Thunder with some changes. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Williams. Isaiah Joe comes in for Dort. And Topic is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Topic. Over in the corner, Caruso. Here's Topic, defended by Booker. For 3, Holmgren.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Mitchell is out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Caruso against KD. And that one's good, Caruso. Warriors leading by 10. Frazier the pass to Wembanyama. To the paint. Wants to get it to Booker. And oh, wow! Booker with the big jam.
And Booker flashing his athleticism. What a dunk there by the young guard.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Lets the three fly. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got 5 assists in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind, but once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Guys, thanks. The Thunder last season's top seed in the West, but they didn't rest on their laurels. They traded for a lockdown defender in Alex Caruso and signed hard-charging big man Isaiah Hartenstein. With their improvements, this is a team set to continue its upward trajectory. They have tons of draft capital moving forward and a ton of upside.
Big moves indeed. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. 5 on the clock. Caruso, the pass to Williams. They can't stop the run with that one.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, "We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift into a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup." Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. Frazier, the pass to Durant. Booker outside. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's Williams again missing. Warriors leading by 19. Frazier, the pass to Wembanyama. Another shot, and it's good on the way in. Wembanyama has got his second bucket of the night.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When he gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Oklahoma City. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. With the floater, it's deflected. Booker with it, and it's Wallace picking him up. Here's Durant, back to Booker. Shoots over Caruso. No good from Booker.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Back to Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
Booker against Wallace. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 16 points.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, 2-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent, but this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Back to Williams. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Shai does not just settle for a layup. Finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one drops. Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Dort comes in for Alex Caruso. Both free throws good from Booker.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Williams has a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Curry. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Frazier covering. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Curry.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And the Warriors miss again.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Williams finds Holmgren. Over Durant. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got his first basket.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Warriors. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey, folks. Can't miss this many shots and not be competitive. They're rushing, looking desperate. Kind of feel sorry for them.
No, you don't.
You were. And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
These two guys have been very competitive with one another. Fans are getting their money's worth right now.
That said, I feel like the guy who can incorporate his teammates in the second half, he's got the best chance to walk away with the W.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. They've got Curry, Booker out there with Frazier. And it's Durant. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. Home in the paint.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Oh, what a play by Wemby. Man, he is terrifying when he's attacking the basket.
And so here is Oklahoma City. And here is Wallace. Scoreless thus far. Williams looking over the floor. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Booker's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Frazier the pass to Booker. There's the drive. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Booker's got 20 points.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. Number 5, the Warriors.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Frazier against Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit from 12. Warriors leading by 23. Here's Booker. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David.
Yeah, Booker is clearly getting accustomed to the physicality of the NBA.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Booker outside. Over Wallace. And it's Golden State with another.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Book it off the crossover. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
So smooth, so pretty off the dribble drive. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work.
Here's Booker. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
No doubt Booker has tremendous confidence in that jumper. Feels like he can score from anywhere.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Booker left side. Spins. Fires from the corner. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Inside. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Wembanyama. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Golden State. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Curry can't get it to go. With the step back, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Warriors on top, just dominating this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Hartenstein. Wiggins is out there with Williams. Then there's Wallace. And it's Caruso in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Booker, good.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Here's Williams. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Williams against Curry. Shoots from the line, and the rejection by Curry. For three, Booker. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Booker's got 7 now in this quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Williams dishes to Wiggins. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
The Thunder have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Right side, Kevin Durant. Tries again. And Wembanyama with the layup. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he uses the glass on the layup. 21 points in the game.
Woo-hoo-hoo, the burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
No good from Booker. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Wiggins up top, defended by Durant. Wiggins passes to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. The Warriors pull it in.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Shots good by Booker. Booker's got 38 points.
And this is what Booker is known for. This young guard more than capable of being a lights-out scorer.
Holmgren finds Williams. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Tries the spin move. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Scores off the spin. Booker's got 40 points.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Frazier against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Williams. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yeah, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Devin Booker.
Put 100 up. 2.5 million streams a month. Look like I'm coming up. Paranoid. Oh, his car was right next to mine. Thought he was running up. They asked me who gonna run the city next. Mike the runner up. School that I was living for 3 months.
Welcome, everyone. A little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Monday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Los Angeles Clippers. So here's Dallas's starting group. We've got Davis, Thompson out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Thompson, and it's Lively in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Warriors, they've got Kevin Durant, Devin Booker out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Curry in at the 4. And with this being the first game of their NBA Cup campaign, the goal is to make it out of the group stage.
Yeah, B.A. We get 4 teams in each conference that make it. It's the 3 group winners plus a wild card. One thing to keep in mind, point differential could be key in advancing.
Here's Frazier. Now here's Curry. Shoots over Davis. Curry's shot is off. Thompson passes to Davis. Shoots over Curry. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Thompson.
Big fella spotting up, and AD more than capable of knocking it down.
Pass to Curry. Here's Booker. And that one drops.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Irving for 3. The rebound by Devin Booker. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
The 3 from Thompson. Drops in the 3.
Love the response from Thompson there. You knew it was going to be about payback for him.
The 3. Goes back up. The kick to Durant. Booker for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here's Thompson. And Booker pulls it down.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Durant finds Booker. Shoots over Thompson. And the shot is good. Dropped it in off the front of the rim.
Known for being a terrific mid-range shooter, Booker is somebody you've got to defend tightly at all times.
And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, BA.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Curry passes to Frazier. From the wing, and it's Booker again missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Thompson.
Number 26, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. He's really been spectacular lately. Here's your Western Conference Player of the Week, Devin Booker.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
On the wing, Davis. He's covered by Curry. Wembanyama against Lively. Outside Davis. Pass to Thompson. Now Irving. 5 on the clock. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here's Frazier. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Durant against Thompson. Durant's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Irving. Back to Thompson. High arcing shot. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Frazier. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Count it. Good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Lively. Right now averaging 6 a game. Back to Dinwiddie. Launches it. Buries it from 3.
Dinwiddie loves rising up from that short corner pocket area. Nice job there.
Outside Booker. 1:04 left to play in the first quarter. Thompson pulls it in.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Booker. He's got it. 3 for 7 now.
Excellent work in close by Booker, showing how composed he is down there, too.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Tight defense on him. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Durant. The 3. Fires in the triple. Durant's got 6.
Great touch from KD. Great range, too.
Dallas has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Back to Dinwiddie. Outside Davis. Got it up. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. The Warriors on top, up by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
But also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
They've got Victor Wembanyama. Kevin Durant is out there with Devin Booker, and it's Frazier in at the 1. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Marshall inside, guarded by Durant. They get it again. Here's Hardy. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Again, the miss by Dallas. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
To the wing on the left. Dinwiddie outside. Let's go with a 3. The long-distance 3 is buried.
3 points.
Dinwiddie's got 6. And as we start up the NBA Cup, Let's explain to our viewers how the groups are formed.
Sure thing, B.A. First, you only play teams from your conference. The groups are drawn based off of last year's standings, so they try to keep it even in terms of quality of team.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Yeah, and for them, that was a bit embarrassing, so expect them to come back with a point to prove tonight.
Thompson, he's checked in for Dallas. Kyrie Irving comes in for Hardy. Pass to Irving. With some arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Pulls up. Durant, no good. Mavericks trail by 6. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Outside Irving. Wembanyama against Dinwiddie. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Booker, good.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
Irving for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 tonight. For 3, Booker. Another 3 for Golden State.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Thompson in the post. Guarded by Durant. Shot to stop the run. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson finds Davis. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. And he misses. Only 2 for 6. The Warriors lead by 12. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He'll take the opportunity to... group. Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Thompson comes in for Dinwiddie. "54 seconds left to play in the first half. Thompson outside. There's the three, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Nice read by Thompson right there, showing he's more than just a shooter with plays like this.
For 3, Booker. They get the rebound. Durant against Davis. Back to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. Fades and shoots. The Mavericks pull it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Irving. On the money from 12 feet away.
Yeah, this part of the game is coming back for Kyrie. It's always been there, but he's showing more of it now.
And there's Thompson on the assist by Lively. Thompson's got 6.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Booker. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
So he gets them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Golden State. He's been effective on offense, racking up 21 points so far in this contest. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Well, I think for the Warriors, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say,